Olunaku olwaleero abakulembeze b'ekibiina kya National Unity Platform bakuŋŋaanidde mu maka gaabwe e Kavule okwanjula manifesto y'omubaka Hon Mwiru gwe baawaddeyo okuba nga avuganya ku kifo ky'obwa sipiika bwa paalamenti y'eggwanga Uganda. Olunaku olwaleero Hon Mwiru avuddeyo okwogera n'okutegeeza oba n'okukakasa bannayuganda biki by'ayinza okukola singa paalamenti y'eggwanga ey'omulundi ogw'okumi ebanga emuwadde oba emwesize okubeera nga agikulembera. Bino byogeddwa wali eri Makerere Kavule olunaku olwaleero ababaka bwe bakuŋŋaanidde okuwuliriza manifesto y'omubaka Hon Mwiru gwe bagenda okubanga bawa akalulu k'obwa sipiika. Kigambibwa nti akalulu kagenda alondebwa ku Mande ennaku z'omwezi nga 25. Aba NRM nabo bagenda kubanga batuula olunaku olw'enkya okusalawo kwani gwe bagenda okubanga bayimirira emabega mu kalulu kaneeno. Newankubadde nga abasinga tukimanyi nti basazeewo Oboth kw'ossa ne Thomas Tayebwa. National Unity Platform gwe gugenda okuba omulundi gwabwe ogusooka okwetaba mu kalulu k'obwa sipiika. Omulundi gwabwe gwe basooka oyingira mu Parliament 2021 tebaateekayo muntu yenna kubanga avuganya ku bwa sipiika. The question is, why now, ladies and gentlemen? Ate katuwulirize ebibadde mu press conference National Unity Platform webadde nga eyita mu Honorable Hon Mwiru nga yanjula manifesto ye gyagenda okubanga atambulirako wali eri mu kubanga singa abanga alondeddwa nga sipiika we Parliament y'omulundi ogwa 12. Ladies and gentlemen, katukomewo.
Now, as the day of elections is just a few days to go, others are now convening their party caucuses. That's why they have not been able to join us. But we are working together. I want to thank members who have voluntarily joined the Mwiru to do a door-to-door ekakuyege. Please keep it up. Our candidate is a man of substance. His track record speaks for itself. I'm not here to actually give an exposition of his track record because I've known him for some time. We were together in the 10th Parliament, and here we are again in the 12th Parliament. I would like to, before I usher him in, because he has a manifesto to present to us, much of the time we shall accord to him. Please, could you write, Honorable Speaker of Parliament? But as he raises to come, may I request members present, and particularly those that have the banners and the posters, you stand up and escort him with pomp and circumstance. Please, the Right Honorable Mwiru, would you please come and address the gathering?
People power, our power. Good morning, everybody. I want to take this opportunity to thank my party, the president, the vice president, Eastern Region, who has extended the invitation for me to stand at this podium and then present the opposition vision for Parliament, the National Unity Platform, for which I am the flag bearer. Madam President, the Vice President around, our Secretary General, the members of the National Executive Committee, dear members of Parliament, my colleagues, and my electoral college, all our invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to appreciate you responding to our invitation. This launch ought to have been conducted at the Parliament of Uganda. I had contacted the office of the clerk so that it would be bipartisan that all members of other political parties would actually feel free to attend. It was not possible. I also sought for space from other areas, and it was not possible. And without wasting time, I want to do a declaration of my candidature for speakership of the 12th Parliament of Uganda, 2026-2031, this 22nd day, Friday of May 2026. Fellow countrymen and women, today I stand in front of you in response to a call for new beginnings at the Parliament of Uganda. A call for more responsive, accountable, people-centered, and exemplary leadership of the national legislature. As you are aware, the legislature has been the news for wrong reasons lately. Even before that, the outgoing parliament has grappled with a better image since the death of the Right Honorable Speaker Jack Bolanya in 2022, characterized by lavish spending in the midst of economic hardships, allegations of corruption, yet Parliament is supposed to be the watchdog of the public expenditure and insensitive leadership that has consistently hurt Ugandans. It is therefore the duty of all well-intentioned citizens not to only demand but also ensure that the glory of Parliament of Uganda is rediscovered. I therefore offer myself to the members of the 12th Parliament as the most suitable shepherd who will lead the flock to the promised land. The pillars of my candidature. Countrymen and women, my candidature is anchored on 4 pillars: restoration of the rule of law in Parliament, equity and inclusivity, responsiveness of the aspirations of Ugandans, competent, exemplary and accountable leadership. On restoration of the rule of law in Parliament, Parliament as the maker of the laws should be at the forefront of respecting the very laws that it makes. Unfortunately, we as a nation have had to bear the shame and the pain of an outgoing Parliament whose hard-working members have been betrayed by the errant leadership. The leadership of the outgoing Parliament prioritized accumulation by whatever means necessary, including indulging in illegalities. The diversion of budgets of various vote functions without approval, non-accountability, and injuring the image of the House as defined the outgoing Parliament. My candidature will uphold accountability and the rule of law by ensuring budget discipline, stamping out wasteful expenditure, redirecting money for donations and corporate social responsibility to the parliamentary committees where members actually do work of Parliament. This will be done through the internal resource reallocation without increasing the overall budget of Parliament. In any case, the budget of Parliament is already unrealistically high. Well-resourced parliamentary committees will ensure public engagement their leaders to account. Equity and inclusivity. Countrymen and women, all members of Parliament are equal. That's why we refer to each other as peers among equals. However, recent experience indicates that Parliament has been infested with cliques, cartels, privileged few at the expense of the greater collective. My candidature is the antidote to this malpractice as the chairperson of the Parliamentary Commission by standardizing the benefits. The practice of leaders taking the lion's share would have no place in my leadership. I will cause the review and revision of the perks of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker and redistribute it to all members and staff. In addition, I will allocate more space for regular interaction between members within the precincts of Parliament to improve their teamwork. Currently, the only avenue for informal interaction is the Parliamentary Sports Club, which is infested with cliques and arbitrary use of available resources. I will cause the expansion of the members' interaction beyond the sports club to various social clubs to cater for the categories of members. The social clubs will cultivate linkages with schools, communities, religious institutions, and various communities so as to narrow the gap between Parliament and the people. This will be budget neutral, as Parliamentary Sports Club already has about £1 billion shillings to its disposal every year. I have questioned why Parliament should waste funds under the guise of corporate social responsibility.
Alright, oyo ye Honorable Paul Mwiru, National Unity Platform Gwesindise mabega kukuvuganya ku kifo ky'obwa speaker wa Parliament Uganda ng'agezaako otegeeza bannayuganda ebimu ku byagenda okubanga akola singa abanga aweereddwa omukisa okubanga afuuka speaker wa Parliament ye 12 bassebo ne banyabo. We all know mu Parliament the majority takes it all because abagenda okulonda bagenda kubeera babaka ba Parliament. Okusinzira gwe tufuna ababaka abali ku opposition batonoko ku babaka abali mu ruling party. Ababaka abali ku opposition batono ku babaka abaze independent. Bassebo ne banyabo fenna tukimanyi bulungi nnyo the most of the independent candidates abajja mu Parliament they were fronted by the NRM. Era mu getufuna gagamba nti bonna abasinga abajjanga ba independent mu kalulu abasinga mbo baali funded by Anita Among. I'm asking myself, if National Unity Platform didn't front a candidate for the speakership mu kisanja ekiwedde, why now? Na buli kati pazongezezzaako gigattagatta akakunizo kannemye. Naye kyemmanyi kiri kimu, ekibiina kya National Unity Platform tekikola kintu kyonna nga tekina we kibalidde. Buli kintu NUP kyeyingiramu bassebo ne bannyabo kyemmanyi ebeebaze. Just I'm eager, waiting to see what is going to happen on the 25th. Ku Monday nga balonda who is going to be the next speaker of the Republic of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. Jukira nze ntandika otegera ebyobufuzi nga Sekandi Edward ya speaker. Olava kuba speaker ne bamufula vice president. We yabuta Edward Sekandi yafuga ebisanja 2 nga Rebecca Kadaga ye deputy we. Rebecca Kadaga naye n'akwatamu n'afuga ebisanja 2 gye myaka 10. Rebecca Kadaga yali speaker yali deputy speaker emyaka 10 n'afuuka speaker emyaka 10. Olwamala 10 ate yali ayagala ne gino emirala ayongezebwe ne batasobola ne bawa Jacob Olanya. Jacob Olanya atasobodde kumalako kisanja kye bassebo ne bannyabo. Teyamalako kisanja kye n'afa mu mwaka ogwasooka. Ne bakwata deputy we Anita Mong ne bamuwa obwa speaker, ne bakwata Tayebwa by then eyali chief whip ne bamuwa obwa deputy speaker. Wetuwogerere essaawa zino kiraga nti emikisa gyonna Anita Mong tagenda kuddamu kuba speaker because ekibiina kye tekyamusembye, kyasembye oboth. Naye kennyini Anita Mong n'avaayo n'agamba nti akkiriziganyiza n'ekibiina era n'ategeeza abasigadde bawagire. The question is, golowooza lwaki NUP yayingidde mu kakunizo kano? Do you think something is going to happen? Your eyes glued on Vast Range 256. Tugenda batukutuusaako updates zonna bassebo ne bannyabo. Amanya bampita Simple, mubeere bulungi, muweraba.